can have that. But if you had a 6-month reorg, that's like the end of the chain anyway.
No.
So you don't think so?
No. So, okay, what is preventing proof of stake?
I don't know what you mean by that.
No. Why do we not have proof of stake? It's because when you connect to the network, it is impossible to know what is the real world of the blockchain, right? Because there's nothing at stake. You don't have an anchor, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have an anchor.
I agree. New nodes are not capable.
We have an anchor. It is called the Genesis block. That is our anchor. Any other anchor, checkpoint, or whatever you want to call it, that is a centralized authority telling us what is the chain. We should never have that, because if we issue a checkpoint every week, we don't need proof of work. We can have proof of stake, right?
Well, here's one thing I would argue. I mean, as a counter argument, if you're building, let's say you're spinning up a new node, and it's and you want it to be completely trustless. The node has, as you just said, it has the Genesis block hard coded, but nobody has the hash of the Genesis block memorized. So if you really, what?
I do.
Andreas definitely
just make your own
so
for free.
So if you really want your software to be,
Hey everyone, my name is the Beta Cat, and today I'm going to teach you how to make your own Elgato Stream Deck for free. You can do everything just like the Elgato with some limitations that I'll get into later.
Come on.
All you need to do is get yourself a mobile device such as your phone or even a tablet, and you'll be good to go. Mind you, the software is only available on Windows machines. However, the mobile application is available on both iOS and Android devices. So without further ado, let's get into it. So to begin, you want to go ahead and go to rocket.org. That's ROCCAT.org, or click the link in the description below. Once you arrive at the website, go ahead and create an account. You'll have to do this so you'll be able to register both on your mobile device and on the website. It's completely
Ready, BX.
I'm upset. 50,000 in the red, I call my bank. Tell the teller better write me up a check. Another loan, I buy the dip and we'll be set. They try to shake the weak hands, what you expect? Got a lot of blood in my phone. Delta app be treating me so cold. Coin market cap is red across the board. I'm buying all the alts I can afford. Every month I'm supposed to buy the dip and wait for it to pump. I still got like 7 million Verge, and for what? They said it would moon, so I FOMO bought the top. My Twitter feed is full of shills, shilling shit they said I need. I market buy the shit, then watch it bleed. Don't ask me how the crypto's going. I'm upset.
Good for SV though, because there's no utility, because the only thing they work with, hell, they don't even work with the money button, cent B, or hand cash, because they're all configured to this non-existent unified coin. Like, there's not a single thing out there for SV that actually works. They didn't even have a block explorer yesterday.
Do they have one now?
I don't know, Craig.
I think I saw one that was posted in their GitHub, I believe.
So I'll have to try that out later. I don't know. The thing is, like, for anyone who's watching, there's a lot of people saying like the hash war continues, but it's like this thing that can't ever not be finished if you fork off, because they say that they're going to like attack the chain, but like the UTXOs are all split, separate transaction history, separate chains. At this point, all it is a 51% on the other side. There is no hash war. If they succeed, all the transactions,
I'm still at this economics conference.
Everyone's money. So, I mean, it's really extremely, it's not even controversial at this point. It's outright malicious. So, but he's able to kick the can as far as he wants and say, this is a lot. He said in the interview that it was a game for bleeding. He wanted to bleed, them till 2028, I think he said.
2026. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, not 8. Yeah. 2026. So yeah, like another 8 years. So 8 years of transaction histories and people, transacting. So I mean, gone for 2 years. What we're basically going to have is like a troll subset of the community. They're like you know, we're going to take you over, Bitcoin Cash. We're the real Bitcoin Cash. It's kind of poetic, honestly.
You mean what BCH has done to BTC?
Let's not get too excited too fast, though. It's still, we won the skirmish, but the battle's not completely over yet. But thank you so much, Vitalik.
Yeah, I know. Great. Good seeing you all. Good seeing you, Roger.
You as well, Vitalik. So thank you for being a longtime supporter of peer-to-peer cash for the world since the earliest days.
So how is everyone feeling?
It's going to play out pretty well. Can't fight a hash war without a uniform.
The battle rages.
Vitalik, can you give us a quick little summary on like what your opinion is from, I guess, an outsider's point of view on I guess the debate as well as the technological differences of SV versus ABC?
I mean, I guess like first of all, the whole 128 megabyte block thing is just crazy at this point. Like it's, I mean, and like the. I think I expressed my views on this in this blog, a couple of blog posts that I published recently. But like, I do think that there is real value in kind of nodes having some say, but that's something that you can also kind of obviously push to the other extreme, and that's kind of what BTC did, which I think is also kind of totally not a good idea. But on the other hand, like there's the goal here is not to try to kind of implement some ideology of like miners control everything or like block sizes or whatever. The goal is to create a useful peer-to-peer cash for the world and kind of move forward, move slowly, keep on adding the features, keep on focusing on building good tech, and like things will go.
So Craig Wright, sit the fuck down, you Nancy-ass little bitch. You ain't Satoshi Nakamoto. Put your fucking cock-guzzling mouth together and shut the fuck up. Nobody gives a shit about what you say, Craig Wright. As for Roger Ver, you're just an asshole. God has already punished you. You have to sleep with your own self.
Señores, les voy a hablar en español. Recuerden que usar Bitcoin Cash es lo mejor, cero costo. Y bueno, para los venezolanos, lo que estábamos esperando llegó. Aquí estamos en medio de la guerra de hash, pero
like confiscation of points, and that's just like right now. So if you're willing to accept rule changes such as that, just give up, because the Fed or somebody, the government's going to have enough hash.
Vendan sus productos y lo mejor de todo, no necesitan autorización de Maduro, sin autorización de Maduro. Así que
muy bien dicho, amigo.
Y disfruten de este Bitcoin Cash.
You heard it, folks. I'm not quite sure what he said, but then heard from Venezuela.
Can you make a dip, 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 make a dip? Yeah, baby, take a sip, take a sip, take a sip, take a sip, lick a lip, lick a lips. Yeah, baby, I just wanna see you dip, make a 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 dip. Yeah, baby, take a sip, 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 take a sip. Yeah, baby, show me how you.
I would like to start. So I think the fact that we're doing centralized checkpointing to secure the chain is a huge loss. We should never have to do centralized checkpointing. So the fact that we had to resort to that means like we fucked up.
Well,
I do not consent to any centralized checkpointing. There should be none of them. Well, there should be one. It is called the Genesis block. So,
well, they had. I mean,
I think in the right. And if we're adding centralized checkpointing to ADC,
Satoshi always said so, and we all know it.